Hi there, it's currently November 19th, 2017. We're doing a tarot card reading for the energy of the day. My apologies for this video may be a little bit blurry. I'm just using a webcam, but tomorrow I will have my regular camera again. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, as well as subscribing to these videos. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'm helping some people with these videos. Feel free to comment. I've noticed a couple people have been commenting, which I really appreciate it. I also started doing a live video on my Instagram page at Robin's Healing as well, if you're also interested in another reading for the energy of the day. So the first card that came up is Temperance. So I'm hearing that, who are you lying to? So what that means is, are we being true to ourselves? So we actually walked into a new moon yesterday on the 18th, which is in Scorpio. So when we're dealing with Scorpio energy, it's often we're dealing with relationships and we're dealing with emotions. So it's also the energy that we're walking into is about being ourselves. So this makes sense because it's like, well, if we're not being honest, then where are we really getting in life? So I also pulled this off of my vision board today. Oddly enough, it's off of my vision board, which I'm now working on creating. So for yourself, that may be something, if you're wanting to get to know yourself a little bit better, then you may want to create something like that, which means you just I'll show you. Mine's really ridiculous because it's just on a little piece of like cork board, and I just put tacks up, and so it has little notes. So one is like that I want to go to Greece. Another one is I was looking for a scholarship award specifically for $10,000. I did receive that scholarship award, but it was for $5,000, but I'm slowly working on manifesting more, so I want to keep that up. The other thing says, the answer is simple. Dare to be happy. So obviously I put that up there because I'm striving for happiness, and that's a goal of mine. And as time goes on, that slowly happens, but it's really important that we put these things up. So for yourself, that may be something you want to do where you're working on being honest with yourself. And that's what this card is saying, the Temperance. It's about compromise. So sometimes we think about compromising with other people. The Scorpio energy is related to getting your power back in terms of not letting other people control you, but deep down it really comes down to the self, and are we being true to ourselves? So this little note that you probably can't see says, the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. And that's by Benjamin E. Mays. And I really like that because as I pulled out the vision board, it's saying that we need to create goals in order to manifest the things that we want, but we have to acknowledge what those goals are. And so when we're being honest with ourselves, then we can make sure that everything, that we're a priority, that other people aren't the priority, that we are, but we're also constantly working on our priorities. But when we want to be ourselves, like at our best, we have to manifest things that we truly desire, and sometimes we don't take the time out that we need for ourselves to make sure that we're doing the things that exactly that we want to do. So another thing that the energy has been talking about is grounding exercises and practices, which I always discuss. So I have my candle lit here. I was feeling guided to bringing some crystals and stones in. I'm wearing a hematite bracelet, and I also sell my jewelry on my website at robinshealing.com as well, which is also a great Christmas gift. So a few cards that popped up quickly. I want to mention these things. I'm hearing that music is also very important, so listening to lyrics of songs, they may be jumping out at you to give you a message of something that you need to do for yourself. Queen of Wands is talking about our flexibility. It could be our flexibility in yoga, so doing yoga practice, but it could also be our need to celebrate just life in general. So again, going back to finding things that bring you joy, learning to adapt to new situations, and then making sure that you have time for yourself to do the extracurricular activities, as I'm repeating. King of Pentacles, so this is about showcasing your talents. Even though it's a money card, it's related to Capricorn in terms of organizing our finances. This is saying that we need to make sure that we're prioritizing in terms of our talents to make sure that we're really putting our gifts and talents out there the way that we need to in order to be happy, we have to share the gifts and talents that we have, and then make money with the things that you are good at, rather than constantly controlling things and doing things that bring you money but they don't bring you joy. So lots of deep conversation here today. Queen of Pentacles, again, money, money, money is coming up, but this is talking about shifting our energy towards success, working on agreements with other people, so it could be a contract, that sort of thing, because when it comes to work, we're working on, yes, priorities and goal setting, but relationships and partnerships with teaming up with other people, very important. And last but not least, we have 10 of Swords. This is saying that back to the truth again, like the first card was talking about, are we neglecting our truth? Are we neglecting ourselves? Are we taking time out? Positioning ourselves when it comes to becoming an authority figure can be very challenging, because we have to override a lot of people that we are told to listen to. So this is saying that when it comes to the music and it comes to the lyrics, maybe start really paying close attention to songs that are giving you inspiration, that sort of thing, maybe even when you're working. I'm feeling like that we are all walking into new beginnings, so also Scorpio is representing rebirth at this time. So it could be that you're blossoming and blooming, you're also healing right now, and what you want to do is let go of your past, but learn to trust. So trust other people as much as you can, as well as trust in yourself. If there are things in yourself that you don't like, or you've been lying, or other people have been lying to you, it's really time to really cut the cords and set the wheel in motion in terms of doing the things that you feel like, again, you're being true to yourself, but you can also be honest, because I think this is about honesty as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I appreciate everyone who was tuning in. You can see my cat back here, but he's sleeping. He always seems to want to be a part of these. So I hope you have an awesome Sunday. Bye.